Well, for those of you who have been following along, our booth is coming along great. We don't have it exactly 100% how we want it in the end, but it does look really good so far. We've had a really good time going out and sourcing items because we do need to put more than just jewelry there. And that, of course, is always fun, going out thrifting. People seem to love our jewelry jars. Seems like everybody loves a good mystery jewelry jar to go through. And anyway, we'll keep you posted. Hi everyone, it's Tina with Amberfield Mouse Jewelry. Tonight what we're going to do is go through a bunch of sparkly jewelry. I do have some pieces from one of the first videos I ever did that I'm going to bring back. Didn't know what I was really doing back then, and now I know a lot more about these pieces, so I'm going to re-show them today. I'm sure a lot of you have never seen them. And also I purchased some rhinestone and crystal jewelry from Shop Goodwill. So I'm going to show those pieces as well. This piece that you see in front of you is actually a statement necklace. It's probably one of the prettiest statement necklaces I've ever seen. Unfortunately, it is without its chains. So I think I might just incorporate it in with Miss Mousy here because she seems to be rather fond of it, and it certainly does match her outfit. So anyway, let me put her to the side. We'll grab out some of the jewelry and start chatting about what we have here. See you in a moment. How about we start with some brooches that I've gotten throughout the couple of years I've been doing this. This first one is an absolutely beautiful leaf formation. It's Austrian crystal, and obviously it was made sometime after 1955. We know that because of those gorgeous AB coated stones on there. They were invented by Swarovski in 1955 or 1956, depending on who you ask. And this is just stunning with those icy blue navettes. Let's throw it on something white so we can see here, by the way. Look at the color. The center navettes are not foil backed, and they're open back, so it lets the light in. Of course, the AB coated stones are foil backed, and they are individually set in their own little prong cages. Beautiful piece. You can see that the pin on the back has been soldered on there. It is not a one-piece construction. It wasn't molded in one piece, as is indicative of that time frame. It was soldered on there, and this looks to be completely handcrafted. Everything in the back is polished. You can see the soldering on there. See the little solder marks. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I do want to point out a couple of imperfections on this for you. That stone has a couple little chips on it, and then we have a random scratch or two on the navettes, and one of the AB stones. Where did you go, my dear? Well, it certainly detracts from the piece, being that I can't find it, right? Can barely see it. Let me move this out real quick just so I can find that stone that has the chip on it. Well, gosh, I know there is one. I know, because I was bummed when I saw it. Oh, I found it. This stone right here, if you look at the top face of that rhinestone, you can see there's a chip on the side. So I just want to make sure you're aware of the fact that there is a chip on that one rhinestone. I'm not going to touch this because these are all original stones. I don't think that merits changing out that stone. I do have stones that would probably suffice to change it out, but when you're talking a brooch this age, you don't want to mess with that, especially since, I mean, look how long it took me to find that. It's not detracting from the beauty of this piece at all. But because it does have those couple of little things going on with it, I am going to reduce the price on this brooch down to $25, which you're probably gasping and saying 25. That's a very, very good price for this brooch, and probably to make up somewhat for the next three brooches that I'm going to show you that are not bargain store basement brooches. They're three of my favorite that I've been holding on to solely because I have a hard time asking for big money. I really do, but I can't just let these go, and you'll know why when you see them. Let me pull the first one. All right. This gorgeous beauty. Does anybody know who the manufacturer on this one is? If you've ever looked at any brooches, this one is just screaming out its name. And this is a Hollycraft, and it's a 1954. They do put the dates of their manufacturer on the back of the pieces. This is an absolutely beautiful light blue sapphire piece. I love the way the leaves are going. It's like it's a bouquet that's still in the wild, like the wind is still, blowing it around. It's in the breeze. And absolutely beautiful with those little flowers on there. I have no reason to think that any of these stones have been changed out. It's so pretty. And this is the back of it. Look at that. Look at that hand polished gorgeousness there. Everything on this piece was hand constructed. And you'll see the pin on here, which is very indicative of the 1950s, showing you that, it goes past. We have the tube barrel thing. And no AB coating on here. Notice that, because it's a 1954. That was not yet available to the jewelry makers. And for this piece, I'm going to ask $45 for this one, which is a good deal less than it's worth, just to make up for the next two. Oh, I didn't give you any sizes on these. My apologies. This Hollycraft is 2 inches long, and it's about an inch wide. So it's about an inch here and 2 inches here. And the leaf, which I don't have a name for, this one is 2.5 inches long and about an inch and a half wide. Beautiful pieces. These brooches are not quite so easy to find anymore, and they're not going to get any more available than they are now. So pretty. And I really don't care if no one buys them, because I love them. I really, really do. All right, look at this gorgeous thing. Who knows who the manufacturer is on this one? Anybody? 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 You're all shouting, but I can't hear you because this is pre-recorded, but that was fun anyway. Now, I did not put this through an authenticator, but I really should do that. I think this is Julianna, and a couple of reasons for that. First of all, the color scheme. There are other manufacturers of that time frame who did use this color scheme, but this is very Julianna with this, the peacock colors on here. Navettes were one of her favorite stones to use. These are Navettes, of course. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And the biggest indicator to me that this may be a Julianna, if you look at this piece real quick, you'll see the soldering on here. They solder kind of close to the individual chambers where they put the rhinestones in there. And Julianna pieces are different. They're known for what's called figure 8 puddling. The solder is kind of built up in between the different, I'll call them chambers because I can't think of the correct word right now. But to me, that looks like figure 8 puddling. And this whole piece to me screams Julianna. Julianna never put any sort of marks on the back of her pieces. The name was only on, the tags that when you purchased it. Look at the silhouette on this. So gorgeous. Such a gorgeous piece. I did look these up, did a Google image search for it and found several that are with these same stones, none that are this funky. I absolutely love the design of this pen. It almost looks like an eye. We have the waves going down through, and then the waves of the navettes on top and bottom, and I think this is a spectacular pen. It is absolutely amazing. I will offer this one. If anybody wants it, you can have it for $140. And you can, I don't know if I hear you gasping or not, but if you know how much these pins go for, that's not a bad price. Again, I'm not going to be real upset if no one buys it because I love it. Is that not gorgeous? Gosh, it's gorgeous. Let me see. This one is 3 inches long. 3 inches. It's going to be seen if you wear it. So, so, so beautiful. Okay, let's pull up the next one. This next piece is a signed Jomaz. It's a peacock. Look at the beautiful gold on there. Absolutely stunning. Everything on this piece is in just wonderful condition. You can see, I don't know if you can see in there, but that's where the Jomaz stamp is. Probably not very easy for you to see. The back does have a bit of texture on it, so that means it's a bit more modern than the pieces that I've just shown you. The beautiful, beautiful green and blue rhinestones that are all around the enameling on here, and then the pave set rhinestones on the chest and face. Well, the face is just a little green tag. This is kind of like a, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm losing my words. I'm so enchanted by these brooches. They're so beautiful. Just a suggestion of the peacock's neck and face. But so beautiful. This one does have a little flaw. And if I can find, there it is. Right there, there's a tiny teardrop of coloration missing on this. I don't know if somebody hit it with makeup or something, or perfume got in there and it ate through that coating. But everything else is just spectacular on this piece. It has the tube hinge. Absolutely love this brooch. Now, these Jomaz pieces, if you go online, oh God, it's gorgeous jewelry. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. A lot of animal figures on there. Just so, so pretty. I did see one of these that sold for, oh my God, $9.99 because somebody put it on auction. And you got to be very careful when you do that, because if, nobody happens to be on, somebody's going to win that gorgeous pin, which goes for about $200 for $9.99. This one, do me a favor here, take a screenshot, or just go online and search Jomaz pins, Jomaz, and you will see the huge dollars that these go for. I did see another one of these that went for $59, some that went for $200, $225. If you want this pin, I will sell it to you for $190. Again, obviously, I won't be upset if no one buys it. I will be very happy for you if you do buy it and you get to enjoy it, but it's just dandy staying in my collection for now. Am I trying to appease my guilt at hoarding jewelry? Is that what I'm doing here? I don't know. But I absolutely love these pieces that I've shown you. I mean, just look at how gorgeous these are. How absolutely spectacular. Look at those. I mean, that is artwork. That's not jewelry, that's art. Look at those. I will sometimes just take them out and just hold them and look at them and turn them in my hands, and, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay, so that's brooches. Now I'm going to show you a couple of bracelets that I have had. We'll start with this Premier design, which is it's glass. Beautiful though. Look at the individual pieces on this bracelet. Such a pretty design. I really do like this. Okay, this bracelet is a size 7, and the glass in here is meant to look like a smoky topaz. Very pretty. Just first phone bang of the night. Just a gorgeous piece. This is a size 7. There is a flaw with this piece. There was probably intended to be, I'm sure, another loop on there so that it could be made larger. I'm assuming that the person who wore it probably removed that because the little flopping loop probably irritated them. I understand what that's like. Let me grab that little box that I had just to show you the colors in here. You can see it a bit better. Beautiful piece. Very nice Premier design. And if anyone is interested in this one, I'm going to say, let's say 15 for this. Very pretty. Alrighty, and what is up next? Gosh, there's a few over here to choose from, and these are just so pretty. Yep. One is so slinky, it just like went to the floor like a snake. All right, I am going to do this one. Now this one is Marcasite and CZ. I looked this one up online, and somebody sold one listing it as sterling silver. It is not sterling silver. It's silver tone. But this is one of the classiest looking rhinestone bracelets I've ever seen. You have the little pave set rhinestones in those center diamonds, the marcasites on the outside, those little, they look like bow ties, and just a beautiful black and white look. Absolutely gorgeous. This one is a size 7.5, and it is very, very comfortable to wear. I'm just going to pop it on my arm, if I can do so with any finesse whatsoever. You all just go about your business while I struggle with this bracelet. Oh my gosh. What a spaz. I'm telling you. Okay, we'll just pretend I was able to get it on. But it's just very pretty, and it feels nice. Look how slinky this is. It's so nicely put together that the movement on it is wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful piece. The person who sold this as a sterling piece, I believe, sold it for something like $200. If you're interested in this piece, I don't know the manufacturer because, to be perfectly honest with you, when I looked it up online, it was all over the place. People had it as probably 6 different manufacturers. It's not marked. The only marking on here, I believe, says China. Let's see. I don't know if you're able to see that. I'm going to grab my loop-de-doop-de and read it over here. I can't remember, honestly, now if it said China or what it said, because the other one I know says China. All right. One sec, my friends. Thailand. And there are manufacturer marks on here before the Thailand. Let's see. I believe it says M3 and then THI, which means Thailand, of course. Anyway, if you're interested in this bracelet, and it's beautiful, I'm going to ask $40 for it. Beautiful piece. Gosh, that's pretty. Can't you see this with a gorgeous evening gown, like just straight up black dress? So pretty. All right, enough fawning over the pieces, Tina. And I promise there'll be more pieces. Well, I'm assuming. I haven't looked at them because they came in a lot, but I imagine that they're going to be a bit more affordable. All right, look at this one. This is a tennis bracelet, and this is the one that slinked its way off my table. It is just so smooth and slippery and beautiful. And I love the way that the segments kind of separate to show that gold when you move it around. Look at that. Look at how flexible this thing is. Absolutely beautiful. It's gold tone. It feels like gold. So I imagine it's gold plated. I'm not going to scratch it and find out. Very pretty. We have some princess cut channel set stones on every single piece. These are CZs, and I believe this one is the one that says China. And don't they all these days? CZ, I'm sorry, it says CZ. There wasn't a China on here? Did I hallucinate that? I guess maybe it's in my head that everything's China. This one is a size, let me see here, linked up, it would be a size 7. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. This thing is very convincing. You know, the coloration of that gold, you wore that one and somebody asked you if it was, if it was real, you could say yes, of course, because it is a real bracelet. They weren't specific when they asked if it was real diamonds or real gold, so you wouldn't be fibbing, but I'm teasing. Just a very pretty piece. And for this one, I'm going to ask 50. It's gorgeous. Comps on this one are all over the place as well. Somebody had this listed as Jackie Bouvier Kennedy, which it is not, because that name would be emblazoned on here. But I'm seeing this thing up to like $150, but we're not going to go that high. We're going to say 50. So pretty. So pretty. Again, if you do see anything that you're interested in, all you need to do is email me at amberfieldmousejewelry@gmail.com. Give me the episode name, screenshot of the piece, price I quoted, and I will send you an invoice through PayPal and get your pieces right out to you. Wait till you see this next one. It is I feel like the queen when I have this on my arm. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a Park Lane piece. Look at this. It's all CZ. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that end. Every piece of this has been detailed. The loop closure has the little pave set. Rhinestones. Beautiful glass. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we have the representation of semi-precious gemstones, and well, precious as well, because that would be a ruby, amethyst, garnet, amethyst, citrine. What's that one coming to my mind? What's the green one? Lord. And pink, purple, another garnet. So pretty. So, so pretty. Beautiful bracelet. Gosh, it's gorgeous. When you touch this bracelet, you're going to just, the only thing that you're going to feel is quality. It's amazing. I know I sound like a used car salesman right now, but these pieces deserve to be hyped because they're gorgeous. This is a size 7 as well. Absolutely beautiful piece. Absolutely beautiful. I saw this set sell, and this is the sold price, with the bracelet, with a necklace, and earrings. The bracelet seemed to be the star of the show. If you Google the Park Lane set, I can't remember what this is called, $500. Albeit that one was new. This one to me looks brand new. Do you see anything on here? Even any fingerprints from other people? It looks absolutely brand new. I could not believe it when I pulled this out of the box, because this was the Shop Goodwill box that I got this out of. Absolutely gorgeous. So that being said, it was, $500 for the 3 pieces. And of course, some of that is attributed to the fact that they had the set. I'm going to ask $95 for this. It's worth every single penny and then some. So pretty. So, 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 so pretty. You can probably tell that I don't care if no one buys any of these either. Appeasing my guilt, but I will be happy for you if you buy this and enjoy it. Beautiful piece. All right, so that is all of, oh, no. There's one more. I'll be right back. Let me get it out. One more thing that I want to show you before we go on to the bag that I bought. Ooh, boo, are you scared? The lights are all off. Well, obviously I did that for a reason, and I want to show you these pieces. This is a gorgeous uranium glass set. We have a bracelet and a necklace. These pieces I pulled out of a lot that I did with my sister. I don't know if you ever saw the videos with my older sister and I. When I went to visit her, we went through a lot together, and that was so much fun. Probably a lot more gabbing than jewelry, but sometimes that happens. Anyway, I did shut off the lights so that I could illustrate to you the beautiful uranium here. I have a puffy scratching me right now. Puffy. 1 minute, honey. You can see how that just glows. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let me go ahead and turn the lights back on, and I'll be right back. Well, got the puppy outside and took so long, it's the next day. Anyway, back to our uranium glass, also known as Vaseline glass. The little round beads that are in between the uranium glass pieces, I did do some investigation into, tested them with the Presidium, looked them up, and to the best of my hunting skills, I believe that these are Angel Aura quartz, which is, a pretty quartz. That blue color is natural and just beautiful. Again, they are vintage. They are on sterling silver. I believe these are vintage, even though, you can buy the spring rings. There we go. I did test these. The metal is sterling silver. This bracelet is a 7.5-inch bracelet, and the necklace itself is 16 inches. And then you have this little dangle piece that brings it down just a little bit. But, for all intents and purposes, it's a 16-inch necklace. And again, the glow is fantastic on here. I was able to find this exact necklace. Well, that's not quite true. I was able to find the same beads on a necklace. It's sold in Hungary, and it sold for, let me see where to put that, $75 plus an ungodly amount of shipping. on there because, you know, somebody had to have it shipped from overseas. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I like this piece because you don't really find this Vaseline glass, this uranium glass that often. So it is rare to get this, and you do pay up for it. I've seen prices of sold comps all over the place. You know, for one little pendant, I saw one sell for 90. The price really is dictated by what somebody wants to pay for it. And as I said, the price on the one that was similar bead, same size, just a little bit different configuration was, what did I say it was? 75? I can't, gosh, my brain is fried. I had to go look at my note again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the whole set available to you because there is a little bit of value in it being a set. I'm going to ask 95 for both the necklace and the bracelet. If you're a collector, this is a fantastic piece to pick up. And if, again, this is one of those, if nobody purchases it, I don't mind having it in my collection because probably I'm not going to lay my hands on another one anytime soon with this much uranium glass in it. And there is that one. So now we get to bust into the bag of the rhinestone lot that I purchased. I did dump it out on the table over here so that we can not have to deal with all that noise. All right, first up is, well, it's, yeah, those are plastic. This is pretty. I think I have one similar to this that I got earlier, but I do love this one. It's just a stretchy. Got these big green plastic stones on here. Stretches in good shape. That's a fun one. Everything looks pretty good on the back. Does need a little wipe down. I'll take care of cleaning that up. And if anybody wants this one, how about we say 4? Cute. It's a cutie. All right. What? That's interesting. Little lightning bolt pendant. This may be a gentleman's, you know, necklace. I'm not really sure. Looks like we have all the stones are there. They're just, you know, rhinestones on there. Just silver tone with gold tone bolt inside of it. Have the pave set rhinestones here. And if this is your thing, I'm sure that you love this. And if you do, you can have this one for 3. Let me give you a size on this pendant. It is 2.5 inches long. So it's a pretty substantial piece to wear around your neck. Okay, anyway, let's see what else I can dig out of here. I'm going to try to get stuff that's not tangled off the bat. Here we go. Oh, looks like we have another piece, or possibly, this looks like a unisex piece. I was going to say a gentleman's piece, but anybody could wear this, I'm sure. Have the Cuban link chain. Everything has rhinestones all over it. Let me take a quick look through to see if everything is there. Nope, that's there. These rhinestone pieces are pretty, but you never know what's going to pop off. Yeah, everything looks like it's there. That's kind of a substantial closure on there, isn't it? That one is actually riveted in. Pretty nice construction on this. Let me see if I can get it all laying the same way. That might be helpful. Come on. All right. Very nice. And let's get a length on this. We have 12 and probably about a 16-inch on here. Very nice. Let me put it on the neck so you can see. These black velvet necks really show this type of piece, but they also pick up lint like crazy. I've spent pretty much yesterday and today when I've been doing this using my little lint roller to take lint off, and I'm chuckling because I sound like a what are those called? A DJ with the record on there scratching. Anyway, I digress. But very pretty. Are we getting too much light on this? Is it over sparkling it? Let me see. I do have this extra light today because I want to really have those rhinestones show for you. They just don't always with regular lighting in the video. But you can see it's a nice looking piece. Very nice looking piece. It looks to be all but brand new to me. I don't see any wear. All of the mechanics are in great shape. Oh, little rhinestone there. And if you're interested in this piece, how about we say for this one, let's say 10. I think that's a nice low price for you guys. All right, what else can we pull out here? What is that? Oh, it's tangled. Anybody ever wonder what Scarlett O'Hara wore with her drapery dress? I think it was this. I think that if you're wearing a dress made out of a drape that's, you know, for your jewelry to complete the ensemble, you just kind of attack the chandelier. This is actually lucite. The pieces on here look rather dingy. I don't know if they're dirty or scratched. Let me see. I'm going to get a wipe and see what they look like with a little shine on them. If I can get a wipe out of the box, Lordy. Come on. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see if these will clean. I don't know if that looks better because it's wet or better because it's better. Let me get a paper towel and dry it. That's one of the things about not looking at everything ahead of time is you got some things that would, you know, make the jewelry show better if you had the time to clean it first. But no, I don't really think that really did much to it, but it's still a pretty piece. I would imagine if you had the time and the inclination, you could take some Simichrome and polish these pieces up, and they'd look nice. Let me show you the closure. It is an old vintage shepherd's hook closure. These are all pin set. These are acrylic as well, these little disco ball pieces. They're separated with little rondelles. And probably if we didn't have all these rhinestones around, this would look lovely. Like I said, it does need a little attention. I think if somebody were to sit watching a movie with some Simichrome and polishing these up, they look great. And if anybody wants this piece, I am going to offer it, even though I think it needs some attention. How about we say $3 for this one? Because you spend a little bit of time with it, you have a very nice vintage lucite piece. All right, and here we go with that one. Well, I'm going to find something fun over here. What do we got? Oh, I want to show you this. Look at this little mouse Jeff got me. Isn't she adorable? She's a little amber field mouse pin. It is amber. I don't know if you can be able to see the glow in here. Probably not in this lighting, but it is an amber piece and sterling silver. I didn't test her because she's a gift. Wouldn't that be horrible and funny? But she's just a cutie pie. I'm going to share that with you. I love her. I really love her as a ring. Wouldn't that make a cute ring? Maybe I'll take it to a jeweler and have it made into a little ring. But for now, she's hanging out on this bust. All right, just wanted to share that with you. All right, what do we got? We have an earring. One. Let me see what else we have. Another earring. Oh, we got a match on these. Okay. These are pretty. These are clipped back. These look to me to be like Amazon wedding jewelry. I'm sure you've seen that where you can order it, you know. It's not the highest end of jewelry, but it is very pretty and very sparkly. That'd look great if you're dressed up. And these look very, very new, very unused. Let me see if we see anything in there. Oh, there's one little spot there. Let me see if that's just a little discoloration on the metal right there. But for the most part, these are great. And they are about an inch wide. Nice, look like a 1-inch square on these. I think they're pretty. I love rhinestone jewelry. And if you're interested in these, you can have them for $5. Okay, what else we got over here? Let me see if I can find earrings picking through. What do we got? Here's 2 earrings. Oh, that's not rhinestone. Why's that in there? There's a rhinestone. Let's see. I kind of shook them all to the side, so I'm going to just take a minute and see if I can pull them out here. Da, 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 da. That's not an earring. Oh, that's a piece that I've had. I put that there to show. That's a part of a necklace. Oh, then we got that. A pendant, rather. All right, let me see. I'm just pawing through to see what earrings are in here. If I can find them, I can get them out, and then we can do the other pieces. There's one, and there's one. Move this over so it's not on top of the jewelry. There's a couple little earrings. Oh, there's that silver tone. What is, oh, that's a big old brooch. Leave that there for now. We look at the earrings. That it? Yeah, I think that's the earrings that we got. All right, let's see if we can match these. Oh, isn't that cute? I love those. Look at that closure. That's fantastic. I love this kind of closure so that it's, you know, a little bit more secure than just the regular hook, but you don't have to go searching for a back. That is great. And we do have that one. Yay. All right, these are pretty. These look older. We have that. We'll put those there. These are awesome. These are definitely, yeah, these are an older pair of earrings. Those are great. Look at those. We have that one here too. All right, we have those. These little red ones. That's fun. Did I have that one? Oh, it's tangled in this necklace. All right, let me see if I can get that out. Come on, let go, let go, let go. Okay, that one out. That is that pendant. We'll talk about that later. Oh, a couple of silver tones. Those are nice. These are really nice. I don't see any. I'm surprised there's no manufacturer on there. And then there's these. I don't know why those are in there. Somebody was probably walking by with them in their hand at Shop Goodwill and said, I'm going on break. I'm just going to throw them in your box. All right, those are gorgeous. All right, let's start with one pair. That would make sense, right? So we have these little rhinestone pearl numbers. Wow, that's hard to poke. Oh, did you hear that? I like cracked everything. Wow, that velvet is tough. Probably not the best thing in the world for that velvet for me to do that, but oh well. These are cute. They're little, they're not Rivoli set, but almost. Red rhinestones. Those look like eyes to me. Every time I do this, I see googly eyes with pearls around the edge. And I think this light is too much. I'm going to shut it off because I think it's probably, no, really didn't make a huge difference, did it? Let me come out to 7 and see if that changes my light. I'll be right back. I'm going to reset this because I don't think it's showing well. Well, I'm not sure if that's going to be better or not. It was a little bit too bright in the playback. I just played the video back to see what it looked like. So anyway, let's go back to these. We have these little post earrings. They have red. These look very orange here when they're actually, in reality, they're red. Let me just hold them back a little bit, see if the color gets a little bit truer for us here. No, maybe it's just this stone is just cast in red in the camera. And these feel like they're plastic. I can't really tell. Yeah, those are plastic rhinestones. Are they? They're really quite sharply cut to be plastic. Let me just check here. No, they're glass. It's just warm up here. I couldn't feel the coolness of them. And then they have the, you know, the pearls all the way around. The backs look nice and clean and new. Can't grab that one. There we go. And they're, gosh, they're not giant size. They're about a ½ inch wide. And how about we say if you'd like these, you can have them for 4. I'll put backs on them for you, of course. All right. Next earrings. These are gorgeous. Look at these. These are clip backs. Definitely vintage. Look at the construction on the back with the soldering. A little bit of the gold tone. Let me see if we give it a clean what it looks like. No, not too shabby, really. Not too shabby. I think my stomach just growled. I hope that didn't get caught in the microphone. Yeah, the back is cleaning up nice. And these are so pretty. Look at the AB stones on there. We have the darker black ones and, of course, these clear ones with a very pretty cast on them. Look at all the movement of light inside those. These are big girls, too. And they're 1 inch long. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're 1 inch long. And almost 1 inch wide. A little bit more narrow than wide. Trying to find that sweet spot so you can see them. If I hold them back here, that, I think, is the ticket right there. Yep. That looks right. These are gorgeous. Obviously clip backs. No information on the back that I'm seeing yet. Anybody pick up any info? Give this one a quick wipe on her face. You can see what she looks like, all cleaned up and beautiful, ready for her runway. There's a little bit of the coating loss on these large rhinestones right there. You can see a little bit of loss. Get it back so you can see. But it really doesn't diminish the whole piece because there's so much sparkle and movement in there that you can't see it. These are really pretty. Really, really pretty. And if you're interested in these, I'm going to put them available for $10 for you. Again, if you're interested in anything, email me, amberfieldmousejewelry@gmail.com. Episode name, screenshot, price I quoted. I'll send you an invoice, and ta-da, you have jewelry. All right, very pretty. Let's look at those old hoopy doops. I love these. These are pretty. And these are very 1980s, aren't they? Probably from that time, too. Look at the soldering job on the back. They just don't make them this nice anymore. They're all flimsy and, unless you get some expensive ones, then, but just, your general purchase these days is pretty flimsy. These are not. Let's see what size these hoops are. And they are 1.5 inches in diameter. Has a little solitaire there. Everything looks nice and clean and in good shape. And if you would like this pair, how about we say for this pair, $7. Cuties. All right, let's look at these hearts because I love these. Look how beautiful they are. These are not the cutest things. Oh my gosh. Those are very sparkly. Very pretty earrings. Let's see how long they are. From, where you fasten them in your ear, they're about 2 inches on the drop. And the width of that heart is 1 inch wide, a little bit more than 1 inch wide. You're definitely going to see these when you wear them, and they'll sparkle, and they're fun. I just think those are very, very fun. And if you'd like these, how about we say $7 for these? They're in fantastic condition. They don't look worn. Not at all. All right, another little rhinestone bit. There's the back of them. Say anything on it? Nope. Nope. I wasn't looking for purity. I was looking for manufacturer on there. These are obviously not sterling. Oh my goodness. Obviously having a little bit of a time holding them too. They're cute. Little pave set. They are 1.5 inches long and a little more than 1/2 inch wide. Very pretty, sparkly. Would look elegant with, formal wear. People, you'll be surprised how many people wear rhinestones when you're actually dressed to the nines. I've been to several highbrow events where people are wearing rhinestones and they look gorgeous. And these are no exception. And if you like these, how about we say $5 for those? Right. Let's look at these. These look a little bit upper scale than those ones that we've been looking at. Look at that. We have little prong set rhinestones on here. Beautiful shape. Look at all that milligrane work around the edge there. Very pretty piece. These are signed. These are signed. I have to take them out so I can read them. Oh, Sorelli. All right, Sorelli are nice vintage earrings. The last pair of Sorellis I saw was like $40 sold. How about for these? Let me give you a size. They're 2 inches long, about 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches wide. And if you'd like these, they're available to you for $19. Very good manufacturer on these. Look at the construction on that. Very nicely put together. Nice smooth welds and everything on there. Definitely done. Well done. Okay. All right, those are all the rhinestone earrings I'm seeing. There's 2 silver tone in here for some reason. Let's check those out. These are very pretty. These look like they're very nicely made as well. Some surface scratching on there. Back is in nice shape. I don't see any manufacturers at all on here, but what a pretty look, right? Let's see. Very Art Deco. Let me see how long these are. These are 2.5 inches long, so they'll definitely add some sparkle when you're wearing those. A little bit funky, but yet reserved. And like I said, these are very nicely made. They do have those little surface scratches on them. So I'm going to not do a higher price on these, which I think they deserve because of the little scratches. I don't think you really see it when you wear them, to be honest. But how about we make these available for $6? They're very pretty. And I'll add some backs on for you. Right. These are looking suspicious, like sterling. I don't know if we see any marks on them. I don't, but I'm telling you, that sure does look like sterling. Let's see, where's my little magnet? I had my little mousey over here. Where'd she run off to? She probably stuck to jewelry. That's usually the case. You know how many magnets I've found in jewelry lots that I've gone through? Ah, here we go. Little mousey. Isn't she cute? And these are not magnetic. And because I know there's no marks on here, but these look like they could be artisan made. Because of that, I'm going to silver test them. We'll know probably if I scratch it and the scratch is coppery, we'll know immediately, but oh, that scratch is like butter. Like butter. Let me see. What you doing there? Maybe I need to go a little bit deeper because I might have a little just tarnish buildup on there. Or maybe they're not sterling. Who knows? We will. We'll know. Let me put this so you guys can see it. That might be handy. I'm sorry. I'm not looking through the camera because I was playing in the acid. Still a very silvery scratch. All right, now we're starting to get a silver reaction, but it's not enough of a silver reaction that I'm definitely thinking is sterling, but look how thin this is, this piece. I'm going to try that because it'd just be nice to know definitively, wouldn't it? My stomach is growling like crazy. I think I'm going to finish this earring and eat something because I'm afraid that noise is coming through the microphone. All right, that's a good sample right there. And if that doesn't pop a high sterling, then I'm not going to say that it's sterling. Oh, as a matter of fact, am I seeing a little coppery look there? Yeah, I don't think those are sterling. Where'd it go? Trying to find it in the camera here. Yeah, right there is the last scratch that I did. And I'm not seeing sterling. They may be sterling plated. I think they're very pretty. And that is a very cool design. Obviously, this part goes through your ear, and then, you know, that front part there. These are 2.25 inches long. Very nice wire look on there. And if anybody wants these, how about we say $6? I do think these are artisan made. Little gold beads on there. Pretty. Put this acid away before I have troubles. All right, my stomach growls one more time and I'm going to stop and eat. Nobody needs to hear that, do they? Well, in front of us are the pieces that we've gone through today. This will be the end of today's video. I am going to do the rest of the lot on the video that's going to come out following this one. Hopefully this one will be out Tuesday and the next one either Thursday or Saturday. If you did see anything that you're interested in purchasing, again, all you need to do is email me at amberfieldmousejewelry@gmail.com. Send me the episode name, screenshot of the piece, price I quoted, and I'd be happy to send you an invoice and we can get you the jewelry. If you're just here to look at the jewelry, I welcome you. I love to go look at all the different types of jewelry that other people have too. So welcome to you as well. And if anybody is interested in subscribing, if you've not done so, I'd be very happy to have you as a subscriber. Hit the notifications button so you know when the next videos are coming out. If you would do me the kindness of liking the video, that certainly helps the video to get shared with more people. And until next time, hope you guys have a few good days. Take care. Bye-bye.